to the channel. Now, today we will be discussing about the data types in Java. In the last video, we have already discussed about few things, but right now we are going to discuss about data types. Now, let's move into that. So, the type of variables basically defined by the data type. So, string is a data type, int is a data type, and all those stuff. So, let's remove this for now. We'll tell you more about it. Okay. Now, coming on to the more all the types of data types we have. So data types are basically divided into two basic types. Okay, so if we come into that, data type is divided into two different types. First is called the primitive data type, and primitive data type dt I will write oh yeah, sorry, primitive data type, and the second one is called the non-primitive data type. Okay, so primitive, cool, non-primitive data type. Okay, there are two types of data type: primitive data type and non-primitive data types. Now let's firstly discuss about the primitive data types. What are the primitive data types? And then we will move on to the non-primitive data types. Okay, let's move on to that. Okay, so as we have already discussed about these things in previous of our video, so you will be able to understand a bit about it. So firstly about the primitive data types, so it is byte, then uh, one of those type is short, then int, then long, float, then double, then boolean, and then char. Okay, so these are the few data types that are present in under the primitive data types. Now, what are the different size of that? So it is consists of 1 byte, this one of 2 bytes, short is of 2 bytes. Byte itself is of 1 byte, short is of 2 bytes, integer is of 4 bytes, long is of 8 bytes, then float is of again 4 bytes, double is of 8 bytes, boolean is of 1 bit. It's 1 bit, and because it stores only true or false, as you have already told me about it, then this is of 2 bytes. Okay. Now you can practice all these stuffs, and you will be able to understand much about it. And these are like different data types that are actually present. Okay, whereas when we come to that this particularly to the non-primitive types, so what are those? So non-primitive types comes under the category of string, then arrays, and then classes. So of course you would have heard about two things, strings and classes, but not about arrays. I will be telling you more about it in the later section, but right now you just remember it is basically string, arrays, basically arrays, and then classes. Okay, so just remember that. I will be telling you more about it in further sessions. Okay, now let me explain you a bit about a few of the data types. You can also Google more about it, but just a bit about it. So you would have seen that these are the floats and the double. These are of different sizes, but they store the similar. So according to the size, double stores a bit more than the float one, but they basically store the both of them store the decimal value basically. In the similar fashion, int and short and then long. So they keep on increasing on the basis of their size, as you can see 248. And then boolean stores, as you all already know, true and false, and then characters that single code characters A, B. So that's all about these types of things. These all types of data types, different data types, and I hope so. You enjoyed this particular video. If so, do like this particular video. Do subscribe to the channel, and remember one thing in your life, that there will be many people coming to your life and going out of your life. But the people that remain along with you are the best one for you. Till then, be safe, be healthy, and also Jai Hind.